Howdy, neighbor. I figured I'd do me a top 5 NECA figures. I picked up a lot of NECA figures this year, and I gotta say, these are the 5 that made the cut. So without further ado, children, stay tuned. Number 5. This show was a hard one, but I love this Triceratodon. All right, I'm done with that accent. So, yep, when I picked this up, I knew I loved it. His mouth was like, ah, death to Krang. It's not even really like the playability I liked. It was just like seeing this guy, holding this guy, like the perfect shades. You might have seen in the lineup. No, I didn't pick the Lawson turtles. I have them, I like them, but not as much as other things that I like. Like those are like my least favorite Ninja Turtles, believe it or not. Not even gonna cap. But anyway, so this was number 5, just because of the color, the sheer size and girth and detail. I know a lot of it has it, but I just really wanted this in my collection. This was one of the ones that I would not want to have gone without. So having him next to the Fugitoid and the turtles and stuff, that shit is really starting to form out. So that is my number 5. Y'all stay tuned for number 4 now. Ooh, a lot of people about to be like, what the fuck? Yes, this is number 4. I mean, this is a great figure. And by the way, in my opinion, he speaks for all 4 brothers, okay? It's just that I like Leonardo's swords. Like, his uniform was the only one that was different as far as putting his weapons in. So I was like, you know, and he has the scepter. Hey, he has the scepter! Yes, they're ugly as shit, but I do like the soft goods. I'm a sucker for the soft goods. I like them, but I really just like posed them, put them up, and was done. I wasn't really too excited. I'm not really gonna just give it a pass just because, well, the movie was, like, honestly, I like the third movie better than both Michael Bay's movies, but I'll debate that with anybody. Like, I'm sorry. Anyway, especially if you watch the third movie in black and white, like, dude, that's watchable, but the Michael Bay's, just not for me. But anyway, yeah, these are all 4 great figures, but just couldn't quite make it past number 4. So y'all stay tuned for number 3.
Leonidas, you damn fool!
Coming in at number 3. Is it Strongheart? I think it's Ironheart, but maybe it's Strongheart, Strongwill. I don't fucking know his name. That just to me, like, that's how much I like these figures, like these NECA figures. Like, this is like chain. This is not really like, it's plastic, but it's just the devils in the details. And like, this is like really cool. Like, this made me want to like play some medieval games and shit like that. But like, yeah, I figured I'd give him his hammer, his golden hammer. Everybody always got the sword. Like, look at that. Just the details. Like, you get figures like this from NECA for 30 bucks. 35, I believe. So 35 bucks. There's other companies that can easily charge like 80 to 100 for this type of detail. Like, I'm serious. Like, they have been going in the upwards. That's why, like, just because I clown them sometimes, especially like with that turtle there, I still fucks with NECA. Like, dude, had no idea who this was. I remember seeing like an LJN figure for him. So I believe what NECA is doing, they're making the LJN figures where Playmates had the actual characters from the cartoon. Shit, I get them both, so it's all good. Like, matter of fact, there they are right there, the latest 3 at the top. So that being said, that's my number 3. I wonder who number 1 will be. Can't find out till we know who number 2 is. So y'all stay tuned. All right, it's down to the last 2. Drum roll. Who would y'all pick? Go ahead, I'll wait a minute. Go ahead and put it in the comments down below. Who I choose might surprise you. So, coming in at number 2, Warduke. I know, hold on. This would have easily been number 1. Yo, when I first picked this up, that guy wasn't out. And man, I love that. This is what got me into the NECA Dungeons and Dragons, because I wasn't really gonna collect it. Just seeing this figure, I just loved how he fucking looked. Like, I don't know. Normally, I don't like, when I got this, I started watching Fire and Ice, that old ass 80s rotoscope movie. Could have been 70s, but it was an old ass movie called Fire and Ice. You know, that's why when I collect, I'm just in a mood for certain things. And dude, like, this figure, man, I fucking love it. The only way this could have been better, which I'm not complaining, is if this was like real material, like a pelt material. But you know what? Good thing is not, because it would probably deteriorate and stuff like that. But yes, man, like, they make these so good, they don't even have to. Like, damn, dude. damn, and I just noticed it's pinless. I don't care about that stuff, but it's pinless. Yo, Warduke, I had fun with him. But if you looked at my reviews for this motherfucker right here, I already called it. This was, man, as simple as it seems, right? Actually, hold on, I'm about to do a comparison. Quick comparison. My show, I do what the hell I want. All the other Foot Ninja that have come out this year, like, I literally bought them just to buy them. Like, I was really underwhelmed with this. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's a cool figure. I was just underwhelmed. I'm so serious. But, I mean, the sheer amount of shit that this came with, like, I'm like, damn, like, if I were to ever, my rule is just 2 foot clan, 2 foot soldiers at a time, that no more, no less. But I could have definitely saw myself, if I've ever wanted to army build, it was with this motherfucker. Like, the cloth goods that came with it, the different weaponry, like, holy shit, man. Like, little cheap stuff like a little chain, right? This is cheap stuff you can get at the dollar store. This paint, it kind of seems like it's metal, but it's not. But just like small details like that, the devils are in the detail. I mean, like, just perfect. Like, I'm sorry, like, I didn't even read these guys in the comics. But y'all tell me, like, yes, this looks cool, but get these both in your hand and then tell me, like, yo, this, fuck, I have fun with this. Like, I could not put this one down. Look, I can't put them down now, even though I just put them down. This is probably, like, one of the top 3 lamest ones that I've picked up this year. I know that's not part of the countdown, so, like, but still, like, this is just a big ass bulky, like, okay, I'll get him. Boom, there he is. Like, this is just background fodder. Not even gonna lie. His belt looks like one of those belts where you like calculating shit, like where it's like this and you. I'm not talking shit, but I am talking shit. But like, yeah, man, like, yeah, lame. But my number 1 NECA figure of all the NECAs that I've picked up in every line of NECA, this is my favorite fucking figure. So, hope you enjoyed my list. What would you have picked? Even out of the ones that I chose, would you have diversified? What would you put as number 5? What would you put as number 1? I'm interested in knowing. That's the beauty of like this hobby. Like, you don't have to think like everybody else. So, hoo-yah and Happy New Year, you filthy animals. And here we go. My top 5 figure of the year. So, got a lot of stuff. There are a lot of figures to where the IP or the character themselves are better. Like if it's Spider-Man, like Tobey Maguire or something like that, but that doesn't mean that figure was really any good. Because I'm sorry, the Tobey Maguire, like none of those were like good Spider-Mans. Like they were just like on some basic ass bodies. Mary Jane looked up higher than any of those Spider-Men. Like you had to force bullshit Spider-Man poses. Like, that's just an example. There's plenty others, but these 5 right here, I got the most enjoyment out of. Now, you might be wondering, okay, well, like, I don't have that many Power Rangers to do a top 5. I have a lot of Marvels, but I don't really want to do a top 5 Marvel because, like, it's almost rinse, wash, and repeat. But of all the characters that I've gotten, opening these up, these 5, I got the most enjoyment out of. So without further ado, let's take it to number 5. It's gonna be silly because I know he made number 1, but that's in the NECA category. Come on, dog. But I've already reviewed why I like him. So he was my number 5. Like, he started off strong. I ain't gonna lie, when I opened him up, I was like, oh shit. But man, like, it's gonna be tough to beat. It's gonna be hard to be my number 1. But I ain't gonna justify it, like, and I ain't even gonna make y'all wait too long. So yes, he is my number 5. All right, moving right along. This will be really surprising. Who do you think it will be? Number 4, Spiral. This is my favorite Marvel Legends that I got this year, but I really like this Marvel Legends. Like, holy shit. Holy shit. Like, I feel like I got her this year. I wonder if she came out late 2022. Comment down below. But all I know is when I picked her up, like, shit, she's new to me. So I'm like, yo, I fucking love this figure. Or if I got her, it wasn't quite, you know, she came after making, like, the list. That's why I tried to, like, wait till, like, the last minute to, like, do this. Just because, like, I did get, like, a few figures towards the end. So I just really like it. Like, man, like, I can't say anything wrong about it. I was just like, I was enamored the minute I opened it up. I damn near wanted to get a second one, but I will no longer do that unless it's like a real collectible. So then, let's move it in to the number 3 spot. Rita Repulsa. I was surprised by this. I was happy when they announced her because the other version was going for stupid money, and she's a pivotal character, but everything about her, I'm like, yo, her face sculpts, they gave her energy effects. This is good enough. This is good enough for me. I was really happy. I remember I found her in the store, so that makes it even more fun. Like when you find it, like her magic wand. I just love it. Like you can picture her right now, like, after 10,000 years, I'm free. Hell yeah, boy. So I love the soft goods. I like the pattern. I love everything about it. It's fucking Rita Repulsa. Let's see if we can get her to stand up. All right. So moving into number 2. I think y'all know who's going to take the number 1 spot, so I ain't even about to go through all that. Snow Job. Man, like, this is like a fan-fucking-tastic figure. You can't convince me otherwise. Like, you're going to have to bring up some bullshit and be like, well, see, on the other one, the joint is, man, fuck that, dude. This is how he sits on my shelf. I'm not doing dynamic, you know what I mean? I like to set this shit up and keep it moving after, like, playing with it a little bit. But, that's why this is my list. But he can stow all of his shit on his backpack. There's some Joes who still can't do that shit. I just like, well, what the fuck is I gonna do with this? All these extra masks and shit. Yo, they make it. So I want to give it, what's his name? Lenny? This is me giving shout outs to Lenny. Like, yeah, sometimes you're gonna fuck up, but I'm not gonna be hush mouth when you do good shit. Like, I love these goggles, the paint on it. They come with 2 different ones, like, how they did with Hawk, to where, like, if you want him down here or you want him actually on his head, his hood pulled up. This is the best look that I like for him right there. Just damn, dog. Like, come on, man. Like, that's sick. That is sick. I like that these come off and then attach to these. Kind of like the Green Goblin does it, or the Green Goblin copied off of this one. But yeah, Snow Job. Like, not even one of my more familiar, like, likable Joes. Like, okay, it's Snow Job, but this figure alone, like, shit, man. I almost couldn't put it down. And I guess this man withstood the test of time, because the minute I got him, I called it, and damn it, I was right. This Ultra Magnus, I sold my Kingdom one. Fun fact about that, did y'all see that new, like, thing going down? That's why I'm about to stop selling on Mercari. Like, I'm about to just sell my shit local. Because fuck the way they trying to tax boys next year on selling stuff online. Like, that's just a shitty practice. I was actually watching Tydream Hanger talk about it. I kind of saw it. But anyway, I ain't gonna spoil it. This Ultra Magnus, man. If you collect Transformers and you have not picked this up because you like, I have the Kingdom one that's good enough, you are doing yourself a disjustice. I'm telling you, like, man, this set the bar high. Like, dude, when you come out with a Studio Series Optimus Prime, whoever made this needs to make that. Like, I've already reviewed why he was like, he was my number 1 Transformer in like the medium to large scope. But literally, of all the action figures that I've got that's not collectible, high amounts of money, and he's even putting some of them to shame. Like, honestly, between this one and my Omega Supreme, this one, like, just a fan-fucking-tastic. And I ain't even fucking transformed him at all. Like, I don't want to put him in that mode, but, dude, shit, man. So, those are my top 5 of the year. Let me know what you think below. Do you disagree? Are there some that you picked up that you like, nah? Do you have some of these and other ones where you would have said, nah, I would have picked this one up? That's the beauty of it. Like, I mean, because like next to Turtles, like Power Rangers, like was my joint. I actually picked up the Lighting Collection. Like, do I think they were worth $30-something? No, but they Mighty Morphin. I had to fucking do it. I have the old Lord Zed. I hope what we need is a Squatting Babu, and then I'm good. I got a Fixter, I got a Rita, I got a Lord Zed. We just need a Squatting Babu. Come on, Hasbro, what's up? Give us Squatting Babu. Put them in a 4-pack with Bulk and Skull, baby. I'll buy it. But anyway, let me know in the comments down below, what did you think? And of these 5, who would you put as number 1? Who would you put as number 5? And in between. And like, subscribe, comment down below. Ooh, yeah.